Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32. Now let me just introduce these players right here. Spawning as the teal human, it is Hawk. And his opponent, spawning as the gray undead, the one, the only, it is Lucifer. Undead versus human here on Last Refuge. And yes, this replay is a little old. You might have saw it, but I haven't seen it, and from what I've seen on the comments and stuff, it looks good. So if you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. If you have seen it, I'm sorry. Alright, Hawk looks like he is opening up standard. Probably gonna get that Archmage, probably gonna get those footmen. Might even go for a fast expo should he want to, as on Last Refuge. Human players can get an easy fast expo, as it is only a Ogre Magi and 2 Forest Trolls. I believe they're trappers, can't remember off the top of my head. We're actually going to see a Mountain King as the first hero choice out of Hawk. Not an uncommon thing for humans to do versus undead, and we are going to see that standard Death Knight first out of Lucifer. Is that a graveyard? It is. So it looks like Lucifer is going to be doing the not standard. He's going to be doing the Ted Fiend build. Basically, let you get that early Death Knight out, get that early harass going. Not only does it give you good scouting information, you can also try to snipe some creeps with some death coils, deny some experience. And Lucifer, with the nicely placed Acolyte, with that higher up vision, where if you're on higher ground, you see more down. It's hard for me to explain out loud, but it kind of makes sense. If you're like, say in real life, you're standing on a hill and you're looking down, you have that vision. But then again, you could look up and see it too, but I don't know. In Warcraft, it's all foggy, thus we have the fog of war. Anyway, it looks like Hawk will be creeping out the green spot first with his militia. Lucifer's coming in with the Death Knight, has that Rod of Necromancy. A very nice rod to have indeed. Let you summon some skeletal minions off of dead corpses to serve the Lich King for once and all. Hawk still at tier 1. Obviously most players would be. Lucifer gonna start his tech once he gets that 210 wood. He's gotta be careful with the Death Knight. Coil going down onto that Mountain King. The reason I said you gotta be careful, there could be militia out of nowhere and you could get bolts surrounded, forcing you to use a TP or letting your hero die. Either of those options do not sound that great. So Lucifer's gotta be careful. He is hanging around though. Hawk more than likely will expand. I don't see why he wouldn't. Oh. Lucifer's gotta be careful. Hawk with more footmen. 4 footmen are plenty of footmen to surround with. Meanwhile, Lucifer has started his tech up to tier 2, and he should be starting his Fiend production at any time now. There it is, as we do see Fiends on the way, and Hawk is pulling the militia, so he is going for that fast expo here. Alright, Lucifer does know this. He is scouting. He might try to get a coil to get that last hit on the Ogre Magi. Could be close. Mountain King getting level 2 from this camp. Yes! Lucifer does get the experience from the coil. Hawk got the item though. Ring of Protection +2. Some skeletal minions hanging around. Hawk gonna start his tower so he can get that expansion nice and defended. Lucifer's gonna have to apply some pressure, get an expansion of his own. He can't let the human get too ahead on economy, because once they get that expansion up and running and they get up to tier 2, their units are gonna skyrocket. There's gonna be a lot of protection going down for the humans. Skeletal minion getting caught by the bash of the Mountain King's hammer. Alright, Town Hall on the way. With that fast expansion, that does mean that Hawk's tech to tier 2 will be a little bit delayed. And Lucifer playing it smart, using the skeletal minions, harassing onto the peasants. It looks like he's creeping with the Death Knight. Probably wants to get level 2 for that unholy aura. Can't blame me for that. It's a pretty nice aura to have. It's a very nice aura to have. Death Knight getting level 2. Lucifer almost a tier 2. More than likely he'll be getting the Lich as the second hero choice. There it is. Lich is the second hero choice for Lucifer. Hawk still at tier 1, but it looks like he's going to do what humans do best. He's going to try a footman run by to harass Lucifer's acolytes, but the Wand of Illusion scouting this. Lucifer can be home to defend. The human players realize if the undead player is busy defending his base, he won't be able to attack your expo. Like they say, the best defense is a good offense. Alright, Lucifer using that Wand of Illusion, blocking up that footman a little. One footman goes down. And with 3 fiends here, Lucifer should be able to kite Hawk's footman for quite a while. Hawk still at tier 1. Gotta keep my eye on that to see how delayed his tech really will be. Alright, that Lich is almost out and about. Lucifer using another Wand of Illusion to get that good scouting information. Hawk wisely, though, realizes it's an illusion, as illusions do not do damage when they attack, so he's not going to waste that Stormbolt. Alright, the Lich is out. More militia being pulled by Hawk here. Nice Acolyte by Lucifer, keeping the Acolyte up there so he can kind of see it. I don't think he's really seeing much, though. Yeah, he's not really getting much information with that. Alright, Hawk militia creeping the mercenary camp, giving access to those mercs. That could be very helpful in defense while he's waiting to get to that tier 2, which he'd now started his tech for. Whereas Lucifer, he's still at tier 2. There's a good chance he might try to go for a tier 2 wagon push, but so far he's going in for the creep check. Death Coil going down on that footman. No Frost Nova. He might have gone Frost Shield first, actually. Now that I think about it. Well, now he's level 2, so it doesn't matter. Alright, Stormbolt onto a Fiend, gets coiled and Frost Shielded. Nova going down, killing some footmen though, and Lucifer is doing some pretty good damage. We have the Troll Brothers here for Hawk though. Another Stormbolt onto that Fiend. Level 3 under the Death Knight, so he has that level 2 coil. Another Nova going down onto the Troll Berserker. Ogie the Mauler, folks, is in the battle. Ogie the Mauler. Oh, nice coil, saving that Fiend. Hawk forcing the Polmore Militia to defend this. As we do see Slow going down from Muddy the Mud Golem. All the mercs are here, boys. Another Stormbolt onto that Fiend, and that Mountain King is out of Stormbolts, as they do cost 75 mana apiece. But it looks like Lucifer's doing a good job holding his own here. He has started his tech up to tier 3. Hawk getting more defensive towers to defend his expo. He's a little over halfway to tier 2. Alright, Lucifer's gonna creep. Might be wise to let the Death Knight go away so the Lich can get the full experience. Level 2 Frost Nova would be pretty sweet for Lucifer if he could get it. Oh, he's gotta be careful. Ring of Protection +2, that was. Hawk going in. Lich in the front lines. He does have Frost Shield on. The Mount King has plenty of Stormbolts. The Lich will get coiled though. But there's the Stormbolt again. Alright, those Fiends are in a good position. They can't really get touched much, and it looks like Hawk's going to try to back off here. Oh, another coil. Takes out a footman. Alright, Hawk's at tier 2. We do see a Blood Mage as the second hero choice for Hawk here. And it looks like Lucifer with some meat wagons going to try to keep up the pressure on Hawk's expansion. More mercenaries being bought. The Troll Shadow Priest gets coiled though. And things are not looking that great for Hawk at the moment. He is starting his double Arcane Sanctums. Ogie the Mauler getting a little bit low on health. Same with Muddy the Mud Golem. Both of the mascots are going down. No, don't kill my mascot, Lucifer. No! He gets taken down. Level 3 under the Lich though. Nice coils, saving that Fiend at the very last second. Alright, he's got to be careful. Mountain King in a bad spot. The defended footmen even are slow enough, but with that Frost Shield, they're even slower. On the meat wagon, continuing the pressure. Might get a cancel on that shot. Hawk forced to pull more peasants, but it just gets straight up killed. Alright, there's the Blood Mage. Siphon Mana going down. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. No more coils left for the Death Knight. This could be good. Mountain King's got one more Stormbolt. Siphon Mana going down to Lich, but the Lich had no mana to start. He could give some of that mana to the Mountain King. The Mountain King's got to be careful, though. He's pretty low. There is no Undead Nuke. Stormbolt going down onto him. Alright. Lucifer continuing the pressure. Is he at tier 3? He is. He's getting the Destroyer upgrade. Double Slaughterhouse here. Is these meat wagons continuing to siege down at Hawk's Town Hall here? Another Siphon Mana onto the Lich and a Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. The Death Knight's getting pretty low. Lucifer needs to be careful here. Oh, Siphon Mana going to the Mountain King. He has another Stormbolt, but that Death Knight's running. He ain't having none of that life.
The player's forces are under attack.
He don't want a part of that. And it looks like Hawk finally getting some breathing room for his expansion here. This is the first time that he's actually gotten Lucifer away. Lucifer's just been on top of this game so far. But that Lich with the Orb of Corruption is much stronger than the Lich without it. I know it's common sense, but it's so true. Death Knight picking up Invuln Pot and Healing Scrolls. Hawk needs to try to get that army out. He's starting the Spellbreakers. He needs that tier 2 army. He can't survive off of Footmen anymore. And since Lucifer has those meat wagons, he doesn't even need to worry about these towers. Those towers aren't even a play in here. Stormbolt going down to Fiend. Siphon Mana onto the Lich, though. That Blood Mage doing a good job at keeping that Undead Nuke at a minimal. Some more Siphon Mana's going down. Death Knight has one Death Coil in him. Stormbolt going down onto the Death Knight. Level 4 onto the Death Knight. Level 2 on Holy Aura. Alright, Hawk forced to pull more Militia behind this. Lucifer's gonna back off a little, use his Healing Scroll, but another Death Coil. That Death Knight's playing with the devil here. It's very low in health. Alright, needs to be careful. Mountain with a Stormbolt, but the Invulnerability Potion to dodge it. Oh, that was close. I might have gotten a little too loud there. I'm sorry. But that's what happens. Death Knight even using Death Pact here, giving him more health at the cost of one of his undead units. Another Stormbolt going down onto that Death Knight, and things are not looking good for Hawk. Lucifer doing a very nice job here. There's not much Hawk can do to fight this. This meat wagon slowly sieging away at the Town Hall of Hawk. So many peasants forced to be pulled to try to keep it alive. Oh, but the Mountain King caught him. The Coil Nova takes him down. GG's call. Wow, I didn't think that replay would be that short. If you liked this replay, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at Thendis32, and I'll catch you guys around.